Well, welcome back to the channel, everybody. We are getting the boat ready for winter, getting it all cleaned out and getting things put away and getting this boat under cover before the snow falls. So yes, we're in the middle of deer season right now, but it's been slow, and I was asked by somebody to do this video for you before. Somebody asked, it was a while back, I can't remember who it was, but they asked, how I film in the boat, what cameras do I use and stuff like that. So let's just go through that. So first camera is my chest mount, and I'll start recording. There it goes. So the chest mount is a XTU camera Pro. I've been playing around with this camera and my Victor camera. The Victor I really liked because it lasts a long time with batteries, and it would film really nice. But I started noticing a blur in the center of the screen from it, so I decided to change to this camera. It's the S3 Pro by XTU, and the only thing I didn't like about it is that the audio was just a split second off from what you were filming. So, but has a front screen and a back screen. So on the back, if I want to, let me get my phone and film that. And yes, I also use my phone for some filming. So I'm still fighting this cold. So on the back, I got screen, and when it goes to dormant, I just tap it and it pops right back again. But you can see the battery's almost dead on this, but it'll last for this filming. So that's my chest camera, and you can use pretty much any chest camera because you're probably going to get it wet. And I kind of keep it up middle, just below my chest, and stop that. Go around and film everything when I'm catching a fish or landing a fish, and so that's pretty much what I use. It's probably gonna be a short video, but give you some tips. I keep multiple batteries charged. I can put a cable on here and run a spare battery, like a cell phone type battery that you charge phones with. I could do that, but it'd just be that much more to put on here. So I just keep multiple batteries, and I have a lighter or a charging port on my boat that I can plug it into to keep batteries charged at all times. So that's my chest camera. And then for the other cameras, facing me, I have a GoPro 8. I like it because it is water resistant, even though I do have a door on the side that allows me to plug it in. So, and I'll show you this in a minute. I run these with no batteries in them. I plug them directly into my boat through a cable on a pole. And facing the back, I have the GoPro 7. I got a sweet deal on that, so I had to get it. So that's the GoPro 7, and that one, the ports are accessible on the side to plug into. Still somewhat water resistant, so I don't have to worry as much in the rain. And I have this carbon pole. I use 2 bicycle mounts to hold the cameras, and I got the pole mounted near my console, and I have it on a rubber mount, so it's quick release. And then I have the cables going into a USB plug at my lighter port, and that keeps the battery it runs off the boat, and that keeps it running all day long. So let me show you, the view that both cameras have. Okay, so this is the view for the 8, and usually I'm up front fishing, and I just grab a rod here. I'm still fighting my cold, by the way. So the 8 is constantly filming me. I have them on looping mode, and with looping mode, every time I catch a fish, I stop recording and click it, and it will save the last 20 minutes. I think it's in 5-minute segments, and it'll save the last 20 minutes of film. That way I can save that catch and not worry about really running out of space on the card. And I run 64 meg cards, although I'm planning on switching it to 128s. But with that camera up there, that allows me to be up front casting, and just like normal, I cast it right into a tree. But yeah, it allows me to cast. And this camera just died. The battery did, so I have to go get another battery. But you already got the idea for that. It sends me an alarm when the battery goes dead, so I can pull this off, put a new battery in it, start filming again. But yeah, so the 8 allows me to fish. It keeps catching what I want to catch. Then what I do is I'll come up. So say when I'll save the last few minutes, what I'll do is I'll come up, stop record. I kind of voice activate them, and it shows a 0-1 on the screen. And so that's one segment saved. And it's going to save, like I said, I have mine set for, so it saves 20 minutes. That way I don't have to worry about missing the catches and stuff that I have on film. But then I just hit record, start recording again, and it shows you a timer of how many minutes that's been recording. Right now it's only 7-8 seconds. So that shows that it's recording. It's going to keep that footage that I just saved. And yeah, I tried different cameras, but I ended up with the GoPros because I got really good deals on them. But you can go cheaper cameras, but I like these. They've been really durable. They haven't been a problem. I haven't not overheated them like some GoPros, but I'll show you why that is. And then let's go to the 7. Okay, when I have my son or somebody fishing off the back, I have the GoPro 7 going. And a lot of times when I'm out here and I'm out fishing, I'll have that recording anyway in case I have to come to the back of the boat, and that allows whoever's in back to be casting and fishing, and it'll still catch all the action from the back. And again, just like the 8, what I do, I use my phone to record this again. So yes, I use my phone for a lot of recording as well. But save that last segment. I have this set also on looping mode. So I'll just come up, press the record button, and it'll make that tone. It shows 1. So it's one segment that's been recorded and saved. Then I'll hit that again, record, and it'll start recording again. So yes, both these cameras work really well. I like the audio on both of them. The 7's a little bit better than the 8, but I don't have to have any microphones and all that other specialized stuff. I've seen a lot of channels have specialized equipment for, let me straighten this camera out a little bit. It's a little bit crooked here. But a lot of channels will have microphones and all this other stuff, but in reality I really can't afford all that stuff, so I just use what I got, and hopefully it turns out videos that you all enjoy. So yes, this camera was only like $100. I think I got it on an Amazon deal for like $79, you know, with a discount. But not sponsored by any of these at all, but got the XTU S3 Pro, which I can't find online anymore. But if you look at a bunch of other cameras, I can't remember all the names of all the different cameras, but the body wise and battery wise and everything, they're all almost basically the same. So this camera lasts almost 2 hours, I think, hour and a half on a battery, single battery. GoPros are horrible on batteries, so that's why I run them on a separate power source. And the if you run them like what I use for hunting, I'll have a camera, but I'll have a external power source coming to the camera, and I run no GoPro batteries whatsoever in these cameras at all. So let's take one of these cameras down and show you what I mean by that. Okay, so I'm going to try to do this one-handed, but here's the GoPro 8, and it's plugged into the external power source on the boat, and so I just hit the button, it'll power up. Okay, so we got the screen up, and it'll show looping. Shows looping on the screen, 1080p, 60 frames per second, and shows 2 hours and 20 minutes left on the card. So what I do then, and again, this is running off no battery, so let me do this one-handed. I'll shut the camera off. And it's powering off. Now what I'll do, sure, if I take the camera view out here. Okay, so now I got the camera here, and I'll open up the side door, and there's no battery at all. It's just running off that external power. And again, if you want to, you can run this off of like a recharging battery for a cell phone. Let me grab that and I'll show you that as well. Okay, now I got the camera plugged in to an external battery, and again, I have no battery in the camera whatsoever. And so now let me try to do this one-handed again. Go to the power button, hold it down, and it powers up. So then it says right on there, no battery, but it's powered up and it's working well. And you can do something like that on like the chest mount camera. Just strap it to the strap that holds your chest mount. You can do it to any camera. You can get a longer cord and put that in your pocket while the camera's on your chest. Or you can just run the camera by itself without plugging it into the boat. So you can run, one of these batteries will last, boy, I use them hunting, and I've had the cameras on for like 4 or 5 hours without any issues. So it'll run for a long time. So you can do that on both the GoPros 7s and 8s. I'm sure that all the 9s and 10s and stuff are the same way, but you can hook them up to the external power. Do not have the battery in the GoPro battery, because that is what will make it overheat. So screen went away, I just tap it, it comes back up. So having an external power source plus the battery makes these cameras overheat. So run them without the batteries, you usually don't have a problem overheating at all. And you can do the same thing with any other cameras. They don't need batteries in them if they have the external power source hooked up. Like I said, you can get as long cable as you want. I just have a short one on here for hunting because I have it on a little mount off my tree stand, and I keep it fairly close by. And I can show you a video on that later, but you know, that's how I run my cameras. And also on the boat, I carry this Nikon what is it, L830 Coolpix camera. I carry that with me just for a spare camera to have in the boat for if you want to video them special moments. It works out really well. You know, it allows you to zoom and everything, where the GoPros, my 7 zooms with the 8 does not. I don't think, I've never tried it, but so I carry that camera with me on the boat, but I rarely use it because I use my cell phone more for anything else than I do the big camera. So basically I just run 3 cameras. I do have a cheaper action camera that I use, also a Xtra, but the battery compartment box, the lid broke, so I got that in a waterproof case that we'll use for some underwater footage, but that's rare too, because when you're fishing in the moment, I really don't think about it. So that's what I use for a spare camera for zooming and panoramic shots and stuff like that. And my editing software, if you're all wondering, is Power Director 365. Has a lot of features on it. I can click to There we go, recent projects. Click that. It'll come up. And it takes a minute. Okay, so I'll just load up. You hit the import button, import from drive. Here's the videos, it comes up. Just highlight, open, and it'll save the videos up in the main screen. And you just drop and drag, put them in there, and then you go to the little scissors, and you can trim videos wherever you want, beginning and end. So I'd start that, save, then it's going to trim that video up. So then when it plays, maybe I'm hitting my headphones, because I use my headphones, I don't disturb everybody. So this is just a segment of me rattling, which both seasons was unsuccessful, so I'm not sure what kind of video I'm going to have out for that. But anyway, so that's the program that I use, and say if I want to put this video in there, I just drag it over, butt it up against there, and then if I want transitions, let's go to transitions. So it shows you a preview of what you want in transition. So now I can just drop it and drag it in place. And now, let me move this over. So now it'll show you, goes from that scene, then it'll blur, go to the next scene. So, simple program to use. That's the Power Director 365. I do pay a fee on that, but it's pretty cheap for an entire year. Okay, so that's how I run my cameras when I'm out in the boat, up on the mast, and I got the mast for the 7 still up here, which I have to take down and put away now, but gives you an idea of how I film and what I use for editing, and it works for me. It could be better. I'm no pro. I'm still fairly new at this whole thing, and I used to use the YouTube editing software, but they no longer offer that. So, but I just do what I can, and I appreciate somebody asking how I film, because there's a lot more better channels than mine, but there's some people that take it to the extreme. I don't have a 360 camera. I'm not sure if my computer can handle a 360 or not, but anyway, I gotta get this boat buttoned up, get things put away, and then hopefully get out hunting this afternoon. So, but thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, click a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll answer any questions I can, and you know, pretty promptly. I try to answer ASAP. Every now and then one gets by, but anyway, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.